It's been exactly a month since I last uploaded. My last post was literally December 3rd, 2023. A lot has happened. I graduated, as you can see. I got my bachelor's degree in digital cinematography, which is film. And I have time. I mean, I had time back then as well, but I also was injured for most of the time in December, so I had to get over that. Now I'm feeling a lot better, so it's back to the reactions. I honestly, I don't think I've gone 3 weeks without filming since like 2022 or something. As y'all can see, I also have a new chair. I got this as a graduation/Christmas gift from my parents. I'm trying to up the quality this year, trying to get better editing and stuff like that, more energy, bring up the upload like rates. I'm also going to be reacting to a lot of different sports soon. I want to do it for February, but I might just start now because I haven't reacted in a while, and I just have to get my channel back up and running because I just have not had the energy for it, and I need to get back into the flow because I almost forgot how to, not forgot, but like I have to get back in the flow of it because it's been a while. But yeah, today we're reacting to 10 insane facts about the NBA that might blow your mind. Jordan on the front of it. I haven't reacted to, I guess, like a Jordan related video in a while. I know y'all love me reacting to Jordan stuff, so I'm gonna do this one. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We're road to what, 4K, 5K? We're at 3.5. Let's try and get to 4K by March. Honestly, I think I could probably get it by March, but yeah, let's just get into the reaction.
During the early days of the NBA, things were...
See how insane these are.
Different. Not a whole lot of high-flying dunks. Actually, there were no dunks whatsoever. No three-pointers, dribbling that looks like it belongs in a circus act, and some of the wildest shots you'll ever see in your life. And one of the early pioneers of this young NBA was a player named Joe Fulks. Now, Fulks was a bad man. One of the NBA's first superstars, was the first scoring leader in NBA history, and had even scored 63 points in
Everyone else was averaging
an NBA
16
record at the time, and one that stood for over a decade. If one thing was for certain, it was that Joe was going to shoot his shot, and no one was going to stop him, even if they should have. Because Joe's single-game scoring record is not the only NBA record that he broke throughout his 8-year career. In a regular season game in 1948, Joe Fulks broke the NBA record for the most missed shots in a single game. A record that still stands to this day, and a record that will probably never be broken. See, here is some all-time NBA greats and the most missed shots they've ever accumulated in one game. Only a few greats have missed less than 20 shots in a single game. Steph had a game where he missed 21 shots. LeBron has missed 23 shots in a game. Michael Jordan has missed 27 shots in a single game.
Missing
Kobe crossed the 30
shots
threshold once in his entire career. And Wilt Chamberlain tops every all-time great with a whopping 37 missed shots in one game. And then there's Joe Fulks, who in 1948 missed 42 shots in a single NBA game. LeBron, Steph, and Durant have all never even attempted 42 shots in a single game in their entire careers. But Joe was built different. 99 problems and a field goal percentage ain't one, because Joe also holds the 2nd, 5th, 6th, and 10th spots for the most missed shots in a single NBA game. And this is just one of many insane NBA facts you have to see to believe.
99, 42. I missed
really
shots.
Excited to announce the sponsor of today's
BetterHelp. I'm not gonna steal Chunks' flow. I've been stealing it a lot, so I'm gonna just skip past the ad and hope that they see this and want to sponsor me.
Back in 2002, Gatorade shot a commercial that featured a 39-year-old Michael Jordan going one-on-one with a younger Michael version
Jordan
of himself.
Hey!
This commercial was first aired during Super Bowl 36.
Oh my goodness, Jordan got tapped by Jordan with a fadeaway on Jordan. Jordan put Jordan in the post.
But
fade away from Jordan on Jordan.
At the time was that the athlete that played the young version of MJ was actually a 22-year-old Jamal
Crawford.
Despite entire articles being written about the commercial itself, Crawford was never truly credited for his role. But in a recent interview on the Dan Patrick Show, Jamal talked about his role on set.
Were you in the Gatorade commercial with Jordan?
That was young. That's tough.
The younger Jordan, the Bulls version of Jordan, and
I mean, he has the skill set to at least look like he was Jordan.
92, I believe.
Wow.
And I was the younger version.
That's tough.
And I'm like, okay, what's the lines? He's like, no lines. It's just talk. Play one-on-one. I'm like, there's no lines? Like, so I start reaching for the ball. He's like, you reach, I teach. Right? And he's kind of, I'm going off of his flow. I'm like, okay, am I playing? I'm trying to play like me. I'm trying to play, just play.
After taking an extended hiatus from the game, Magic
Tough.
Johnson returned to the NBA
I
in
did
the
not know that.
1995-1996 season to play for the Lakers one last time. His return didn't last long, and he retired for good in June of 1996. You want to know what else happened in June of 1996? The Lakers acquired some 17-year-old kid named Kobe Bryant and signed superstar Shaquille O'Neal, which means NBA fans were one season away from seeing a trio of Magic, Shaq, and Kobe all on the same team. A decision that would have changed the entire timeline of the NBA.
If they would have gotten one
Now, for
season
younger
together,
NBA fans,
that would be
it feels
tough.
like LeBron has been around since pretty much the dawn of time.
He still
In
is.
fact, for a lot of fans of the NBA, they've never seen a league without LeBron James.
I haven't.
And that's because LeBron has been in the NBA for longer than he hasn't been in the NBA. I know, that sounds a bit weird, so let me explain. LeBron was 18 years and 303 days old when he was
in the league
drafted into
2003.
the
I was
NBA.
born in
And
2001.
as of today, LeBron has been in the NBA for 19 years and 48 days. LeBron has been in the NBA for the majority of his life.
Now
The
he's
majority of
39.
Most of our lives. But
Goodness.
he still has a few years to go before he reaches the ultimate NBA sage status that Vince Carter obtained a few seasons ago. By the time Vince retired, the span of his NBA career made up an absurd 30% of all seasons in NBA history. The man was a part of nearly a third of the NBA's entire
insane.
existence.
Ah.
And throughout his career, he faced thousands of players, including not one, not two, not three, or four, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, but 12 father-son duos in the NBA. Yes, you heard that correctly. Vince Carter was in the NBA
For the fathers
so long
and the
that
sons.
He played the father and the
Of
son
12?
of
That's-
12 different NBA families.
That's crazy.
Now, if you had to guess which player has the highest offensive rating in NBA history, who would
Kevin
you
Durant or
guess?
Kobe?
Jordan, LeBron, Steph, maybe Shaq or Kareem, maybe even throw in a wild card guess like Jokic or Giannis. Well, it really doesn't matter, because I can guarantee with 100% certainty your guess is wrong. No offense, it's just that the current record holder is literally the last guy you would expect, because the all-time leader for offensive rating is Rudy Gobert.
Okay.
Rudy Gobert. For perspective, LeBron is 43rd all-time at 116. Steph, Durant, and MJ are all very close with career offensive ratings of about 117. And Rudy Gobert, the offensive juggernaut, tops every player in NBA history with an offensive rating of 127.
That makes no sense.
Some advanced stats are really good. Not quite sure if this is one of them. Now, a better advanced stat is game score. It's by no means some perfect stat that'll tell you everything you need to know, but it does do a solid job at summarizing the efficiency and production of a single player on a game-to-game basis. From this stat, we can find out what is generally considered a good game and what is considered a bad game from a statistical standpoint. And according to this stat, anything less than a game score of 10 is a relatively bad game for a good player. And if we use this information as the standard metric, then the NBA record for the longest streak of games without a single bad game was set by Michael Jordan from December of 1987 to February of 1990. That's a streak of 183
No.
games in a row.
What do you mean by
without a
bad
single bad
game?
game. That's nearly 2.5 seasons straight of good basketball without a single bad game along the way.
Okay.
The next closest good game streak was set by Shaq from November of 1996 to April of 1999, a span of 152 games. LeBron had a streak of 132 games. Karl Malone had 2 streaks that lasted over 100 games. And to be honest, I don't see this record getting broken anytime soon, since the longest active streaks of good games in the NBA come from Nikola Jokic with 98 games, Joel Embiid with 68 games, and Giannis Antetokounmpo with 44 games. But there's a current streak of games by an active NBA player that has set an NBA record that will never, ever be broken. More unattainable than
Is it gonna be, Russell Westbrook's triple-double?
Assist record is LeBron's streak of regular season games with double-digit scoring.
Oh, yeah.
Now, some of you
I
are
did hear
probably
this.
familiar with the streak, but to understand
hear
the
this.
sheer insanity of this record, we need to take a deeper look into the numbers. Right now,
Vader
LeBron's active streak of
game.
games scoring at least double-digit points is 1,096 games.
That's
the
so
last time
crazy,
LeBron
man.
failed to score at least 10 points in a regular season game was all the way back on January 6th, 2007. That's 15 years ago. To put this absurd streak
That's
into
so
perspective,
crazy.
there are only six active NBA players who have played at least 1,096 games in their entire NBA career. But to really grasp the magnitude of this streak, here's a chart of the longest double-digit scoring streaks in NBA history. Just making it into the triple digits is an accomplishment reserved for only the best players of all time. Stephen Curry's longest streak of 97 games doesn't even make it on this list. Giannis had a streak of 116 games, Dirk had a streak of 190, Shaq had a streak of 245 games, Wilt Chamberlain and Kobe Bryant, two of the most gifted scorers of all time, had streaks of
Kevin Durant is up
220 and
there.
211 games. But to crack the top 10, we have to go all the way past 400 games. James Harden had a streak of 450 games, Kevin Durant had a streak of 562, Karl Malone had a streak of 575 games, and with the top 3 streaks of all time are Kareem with 787, Michael Jordan with 866,
And LeBron.
and LeBron James with 1,096. The gap between LeBron and everyone else,
The greatest
a massive
player
void.
of all time.
But what if we only include active streaks of double-digit scoring games on this chart?
Clearly.
Well, then
I
it
mean,
would
come on
look
now.
like this.
Do I
The
really
next
need to
closest
explain
streak
it?
held by Luka Doncic with 167 games. Luka would have to score double-digit points in every game while playing at least 70 games a season until the 2035 NBA season to even come within reaching distance of this streak. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is an unbreakable
Yeah, no, that's
record,
not
and an NBA fact you had to see
Yeah.
to believe. Hope you all enjoyed. And as
Well,
always,
maybe not unbreakable.
Until
It'll
next time.
probably be breakable in a different generation, but not this generation. So, yeah, they actually did blow my mind, I guess, a little bit. I did not know a lot of this stuff. Comment down below if you didn't know any of this stuff. I didn't know Jamal Crawford was playing in his role in that commercial. But yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, comment what other videos I should react to. And we're back. So let me know what y'all really want, and I'm going to give it to y'all. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video.